Alright, so this lesson is on solving equations with rational coefficients. When you're left solving an equation and you have a fraction multiplied by your variable at the end, you need to multiply by the reciprocal to get the variable all by itself. So just a quick practice, check and see. Reciprocals basically means you flip the fraction over. So a fraction like 4/5 would be written as 5/4. 1/2 would be 2/1. 5, when you write it as a fraction, a whole number just goes over 1. So when you reciprocate it, it's 1/5. Negative 2/3 would be negative 3/2. 2/3 would be 3/2. Negative 9/8 would be negative 8/9. Negative 3, this is just over 1, would be negative 1/3. 3/47 would be 47/3. And 9/8 would be 8/9. So down here in the first one, drop a line down your equal sign, multiply by the reciprocal. Those cross off to give you a 1x, which is really just x, and 8 times 2/1 is 16. The next one, drop a line down, multiply by the reciprocal, which is negative 4/3. Over here, this gives us 1x, which is really just x, and over here we get a negative 12. Last example on this row, multiply by negative 8/7, which is your reciprocal. And we get x equals, in this case, a negative times a negative will give me a positive. I can simplify here. I'm going to get a positive 3/8 for my answer. Down here, if we look, this one's a two-stepper, so we have to trap our armadillo. So we get 2/3 w equals 12. Multiply by the reciprocal. Now there is a little trick here. If you want to do this mentally, you can without having to type into your calculator. If you have a whole number times a fraction, you can take your whole number, divide by the denominator, so 12 divided by 2 is 6, and then multiply by the numerator, so 6 times 3 is 18. So 12 times 3/2 is 18. In the last one here, we have parentheses, so we have a problem, distribute, 1/4 times x is 1/4 x. 1/4 times a positive 16 is a positive 4. This equals 5. Armadillo. So we get 1/4 x equals 1. Multiply by the reciprocal. And we get that x equals 4.